Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Ritual Content. Today we are here with Kudzie. Is that how I say your name?
Perfect. Yes, exactly like that.
Amazing. Amazing. Will you just go ahead and introduce yourself, please?
Hi. My name is Kudzie, and I'm a natural hair content creator. Yeah. I
Amazing.
don't know if um I'm 26 years old, and I've been doing this for about 2.5 years now. So
Oh, wow.
it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying
Amazing.
it still.
Amazing. I'm
Yeah.
so excited to hear about your journey. So let's start with, how did you start with influencing and content creation?
Okay. So I had an experience with my hair which was really devastating. So I had traveled to like the rural areas, and so I had carried like my hair care products and everything. But then when I got there, that's when the lockdown and everything happened. So I wasn't able to go out and buy products and to take care of my hair. And it's a rural area, so obviously you won't
Yeah.
find hair products in stores. So I kind of had to cut my hair and start
Oh,
afresh. So that really broke my heart because my hair had grown so much and I had been taking care of it. So I cut it. So for the duration of the lockdown, I was bald, like literally. I didn't have any hair. I didn't have hair, and it really hurt so much. So I used to watch a lot of TikToks during lockdown. I would see people were getting really creative around that time. So that's what inspired me. I was like, oh, okay, I could actually, do something like that. But I didn't really have the confidence because I'm like, this is like so hard and I'm so camera shy. Am I gonna be able to pull this off? So when I came back after the lockdown was lifted, I had to talk to my dad, and then he was like, yeah, let's get you a phone. That's a great idea. So he got me a phone with like better camera quality and everything. He was really supportive. And that's when I started filming. Yeah, it wasn't easy because I think I posted consistently for about a year and a half before a brand reached out. Yes.
wow. And you didn't ever try reaching out to brands yourself?
I did. But I understood, I understood why they were like so adamant to get back to me quickly because I didn't really have a portfolio. I didn't have anything. I'm just this girl posting, but so I had to come up with a strategy. I was like, well, if they are not gonna reach out to me, then I'm gonna make them want to work with me.
Yes,
So
girl.
take the little money that I had, I would go to Clicks, Discam, just look for some affordable hair products, and then I would take the brands. I would use the products, take the brands, use the products, take the brands, and that's how I got my first collaboration, I guess. They saw how seriously I
That's
wanted
amazing.
it. Yeah.
Who was your first collaboration with?
My first collaboration was with Freebies. They sent me a package from Nilotika. Nilotica is a local hair care brand, and their products are so good and they smell so good. So I was really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I just got my first package. And, it was really exciting when they sent me that. I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. And about 2 months later, I got my second collaboration, and the rest is history now.
That is absolutely amazing. I'm so
Thank
happy for
you.
you.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you so much.
would you mind walking us through that strategy that you put together when you first started wanting brands to reach out to you?
Yes, sure. Okay, so since I was a novice, I didn't really know much about Instagram, didn't really know much about TikTok. So I was following a couple of people who were doing what I wanted to get into. So I kind of had to really put myself out there, talk to them, reach out, and I would ask questions like, how did you do this? How did you do this? How did you get this brand to contact you? How did you do that? And lucky for me, the people I reached out to were actually really, really, really excited for me, and they wanted to see me win. So they recommended this, they recommended that. I tried that and I gave it, my own little flavor just to make it,
We love
to
that.
make it more personalized, basically.
Yes.
Uh, yes. So they told me to apply here, apply there, because sometimes brands don't directly reach out to you. They reach out to you
Yeah.
through an agency. So they will tell me, oh, you have to create a profile here, create a profile there. And before you know it, you're gonna get like a phone call or an email or something. So I did that. And while I was waiting for them to get back to me, I was creating content using my own money. I didn't wait for a brand to send me a package. I actually went to stores, bought products to create um my profile, so that when a brand comes to my page, they can see, oh, this girl is really into hair care, she's really into skincare. And then, they would want to work with me after seeing what I could do.
That's amazing. That's so clever of
Yeah,
you. I'm so
thank you.
excited, like all the rest of the collaborations you're gonna get. You're really doing like really well.
Oh,
So
thank you so much.
you would definitely say that hair care is your niche.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. Hair care, because it's very personal to me.
Yes.
Um I grew up uh with my natural hair. My mom was Mozambican. Unfortunately, she passed. But yeah, she was Mozambican, and she was very big on hair. It's something we take very seriously.
Yeah.
So I grew up having my hair being taken care of by my mom, and it was really long. So when we moved, because I used to stay in this small town called Wange, in Zimbabwe. So we
Oh
moved
wow.
to a new school. When we moved, the rules at the school were everybody should have like short hair. We weren't allowed to keep our hair. So I had to cut my hair. It was actually like shoulder length. It was this long, but I had to chop it all off. I know. So that really, really broke my heart. And I would see other kids who were different from me keep their hair. So I used to ask myself a lot of questions, but I was young back then. No one was gonna listen to a little kid protest about
Yeah.
hair and what at school. So I just let it go. But then as I got older and then I went to high school and I started taking this whole hair seriously, I was like, no, my hair is not just hair growing out of my scalp. It tells a story. It tells a
Yeah.
story. There's been so many stereotypes, so many things being said about African hair, especially like type 4C hair. It's not manageable, it's really hard, it's tough, it's hectic to have natural hair. So for me, it was about getting as many people like me to understand that their hair is perfect the way it is and you can take care of it. You absolutely can. And you don't need a 10-step hair care routine to manage your hair. So that's what was driving me in my content creation journey, to just get people to understand that their hair is perfect in any shape and form. Their hair can be treated, it can be taken care of, it can be styled. It's your hair, it's your crown, it's your pride. That was the message I was trying to put across.
Girl, you're absolutely inspiring. Like
Thank
listening to
you.
you, I'm genuinely so excited for like how far you're going to go with this because I can see how passionate you are about your hair and like helping other women understand stuff about their hair. And I think it's just so beautiful to me listening to you talk about all of this. And I really am so excited for
Thank you
what's coming
so
your
much.
way.
Thank you
No,
so,
honestly, I
so
wish
much.
you the best.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited too. um, I actually was thinking, part of growing as a content creator is discovering new things about yourself,
Mm,
branching out, and because your audience as you grow also changes. Social media is
obviously.
constantly
It's
changing,
always
constantly.
changing.
Exactly. But in the process of evolving, you also don't want to lose yourself. You still want to remain
Exactly.
the person they fell in love with. So lately, there have been some changes which are actually very, very visible, because I've been getting a lot of DMs from people like, wait, is this still the naturally cool I fell in love with? Like, you look so different lately. So I've been experimenting a little. I've been experimenting with my look. I've been experimenting with wigs as well. Um, and that's something I'm learning and unlearning at the same time, because I used to be so against hair extensions because I thought they were like really fake. Like, you need to love yourself the way you are. And then as I've gotten deeper and deeper into this, I've learned a lot. I've learned about hair conditions. I've learned about alopecia. I've learned about a whole lot of things, like people who have gone through really traumatic experiences, some who have gone through cancer, who can't grow their hair anymore. So through that, I also wanted to represent those people in my content creation. I wanted to represent people with every kind of hair, every sort of condition that doesn't allow them to have hair like mine that actually grows out of my scalp. So wearing a wig for me is not because I don't appreciate my hair anymore, but I also appreciate the people that cannot have hair grow like mine.
Mm.
I also appreciate and stand with everyone that's been through something really devastating. And also my makeup as well. I've been doing makeup lately, if you've noticed. It's also for the same reasons. I still love my natural skin. I prefer going out bare, but wearing makeup is just a message to say there's nothing wrong with it. You can wear makeup. Some people have scars that they want to cover up. That's their way of coping with their trauma,
Yeah.
and that's absolutely okay. So I've been trying to represent as many people as possible in my content without losing myself. And I'm really trying to balance that
Exactly.
out, but I think it's working out okay so far.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, your content is absolutely amazing, and I just like love everything I see about like your page and what you stand for. So honestly,
Thank
I'm so
you.
grateful that you come and share like all of this with us because you don't get people doing this. So having you come and sit with me and talk about this just makes me so happy and so excited because we need more people who are ready, who are like able to like branch out and like stop being scared of not
Yes,
taking that leap of faith, because by doing that you don't know how many people you're going to actually help in the process. Like there's people waiting for
absolutely.
you, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You just touched on something that is really close to my heart as well. Um, a lot of the clarity for me came after COVID, when I realized that my dreams of becoming a flight attendant had actually just gone down the drain, because a lot of, if you recall, there were a lot of retrenchments and a lot of things happening after COVID. So I had to rely solely on content creation. Excuse me, on content creation to survive. And so,
Yeah,
um, it has come with a lot of judgment and a lot of misconception. Like, so you gave up a career to just like dance on TikTok? You gave up an actual career to just sit in front of your phone all day? And so it used to bother me at first, but now I realize that I've touched a lot of people, I've inspired a lot of people um by creating the content that I create. And for me, that's kind of all the validation I need. If I can make somebody's day, if
exactly.
I can change somebody's life, for me that's like the biggest win in life. Doesn't get any better than that.
Exactly, exactly. And it's something that you're passionate about as well, because without
Yes,
passion, this wouldn't be possible.
absolutely, absolutely. So I'm really
Amazing.
excited
So
to be doing. Yeah.
yeah, you actually just mentioned
Yeah.
something that I really wanted to talk to you about, because I saw on your status you were posting stuff about how people don't see influencing as a real career. And I think that's something that doesn't get talked about enough. And I think that so many content creators and influencers seriously get looked down on because just
Yes.
because they other people don't see it as a real career. And this is what frustrates me. Is that we're in 2024, right? Like careers
Yes.
are now different from what they were like a few years back. And it's going to keep
Absolutely.
changing. And it's about time that we started like talking about this and started
Yes.
normalizing influencing. as an actual career.
Yes, yes. My little venting session got me here. This is so exciting.
Exactly. And I love that. That's why we're here, because I want you to talk about that and give advice to other influencers who might be like dealing with the same kind of thing, you know?
Right. Yes. Oof. Yeah, this really was bothering me, and I thought, no, I need to address this once and for all, because people need to leave me alone. Because they're like, oh, you're such an intelligent girl. You could literally do any job you want in this world. But you chose to just sit in front of your camera all day. Like, that's it. You chose to live a fake life on social media instead of like having a real job. So I was like, whoa, let's just like stop there. First of all, there is absolutely nothing fake about being an influencer. I don't know what misconception people have because they hear the stories about, oh, so and so went to Dubai, some rich guy took her there, and now she's taking pictures. That's 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 what people think when they hear influencer. They think these are people who just live a fake life, appear to have money, but everything they do or have has been sponsored by somebody, and they didn't work
Yeah.
for any of that stuff. So it's because of stories like that that some of us, just catch like strays. Because myself, when I look at influencing, I don't see it as living a fake life or trying to portray an image, a certain image, a polished image online.
Yeah.
It's more about really finding the thing that you love and using it to represent people who are within the same, or people who have the same problem, and finding solutions within that community. That's what it's about. It's not really about me going to the store buying a Gucci bag and I'm like, hey, I bought myself a Gucci bag. No, that's not helping anyone. But
Yeah.
influencing is saying, listen, I have natural hair and I'm gonna show you how to take care of it. This is how you do it. You've got an issue of dry hair. Okay, let me show you how to lock in the
Exactly.
moisture. Like, it's offering solutions within a community and also turning that into a career. It's actually a career. It is. It should be considered a career. I wish people could just like get that idea out of their heads. So,
Exactly, because you are
yes.
solving people's problems.
Exactly.
Just like
Exactly.
any
That's
business
it.
solves people's problems. A business is to solve people's problems. And you, as an
Absolutely.
influencer, giving advice on hair and all of that, is solving so many people's like issues. That's what a business
Yes.
does.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what makes it even more frustrating is that people choose to go with that narrative instead of asking for clarity or, seeking to be informed. People would rather just ride this
Yeah.
wave because that's what everybody is doing instead of actually like talking about these things.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's really frustrating when you sit down and you say, oh, I'm an influencer. Everybody's like, that's not a real job. Like, did you go to school? And then I'm like, if I were to actually show you how many skills I have, you would be really shocked. But this is what I chose to
Exactly.
do because, it's something I absolutely love with all my heart. I don't have to be confined within walls. I don't have to
Mm.
have a boss or someone who's screaming at me every day.
Exactly.
I get to do this at my own pace. Of course, there's deadlines, but you get to do
Yeah.
your things at your own time, at your own pace,
Hmm.
and make money while you're at it. Be able to take care of yourself as well. You're not just appearing to be famous online, because that's not really the point of this
Yeah.
thing. It's really not the point. So yeah, it's just about connecting with your community and providing solutions to problems that exist within the community.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it any better. You really explained it properly. So
Yes.
I've got a few questions regarding this
Yeah.
topic that we are on. Now, I would love for you to answer, because this is what's going to help other influencers in the same position, and that's really the whole point of these podcasts that I do.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What is your honest opinion on people who don't view influencing as a real career?
I feel like people who don't really view influencing as a real career are people with their own insecurities. It's people who are scared to do the unconventional thing, people are scared to try something new because they are so used to this normal way of doing things, this
Yeah.
normal 4 years in university, you get your degree, you job hunt. It's people who lack
Yeah.
creativity as well. I feel like they need to look deep within themselves and try to create their own system, their own way of doing things instead of going with the system that's already been set for them. Because, economically and pretty much, society has created this system that at a
Yeah.
certain age you should be in university. After university, you should go look for a job. After that, you have to go 9 to 5, 5 days a week. And that's the safer thing to do. But if you're not afraid to go
Exactly.
after what you want, then you wouldn't judge people who dive right into the deep end. You wouldn't judge them if you
Exactly.
yourself believed you could do it. So you're just
Exactly.
insecure.
Just
You're
people
just
who are too
insecure.
scared to step outside the box, and like start
Exactly.
their own thing.
Exactly. That's my honest
You
opinion.
really
I'm
have
sorry.
explained it so well.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm joking. I'm
No,
joking.
please, we love honesty. We love
Yeah.
honesty. We are here
Right.
for the honesty. We're here for the honesty. We're here to say stuff that other people are too scared to say.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, what solution would you give to another influencer who is dealing with people accusing them of influencing not being a real career?
Okay. This one is a really tough one because it depends also with the people you're surrounded by.
Yeah.
Because as yourself, you can be like really determined by yourself to say, I'm gonna do this, I don't care what anybody says. But if you don't have a support system, sometimes you can really just like fold, like, I can't do this. So you feel like you can't do it. But I would say do it. Just go for it. It's worth it in the end. No matter how long it takes, if you're really determined and you're doing it for the right reasons, it's gonna work out. So find people, other influencers who can actually be your support system, and you can do this. Not everyone understands, but the people that are actually doing the thing you're trying to do. So yeah, get yourself some
So,
friends who are who are doing the same thing, and they'll be your support system. They'll just keep you on your toes. Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I would say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, how do you personally handle people accusing you of influencing not being a real career?
I don't have to show them my bank balance, but if I was petty, I would. If I was petty, I would. It's so like, okay, there are some general issues that people with the typical 9 to 5 job have that they complain about. And that is not a problem of mine, unfortunately. I don't have issues with bosses. I don't have issues with being late to work. I don't have issues of like my job stressing me out or anything. I actually enjoy what I do, you know? I don't have to worry about somebody calling me to say, hey, you didn't send out an email, you didn't do this, that. No, I get to work for myself, by myself, on my own terms, have the best time. I am free to go wherever, anytime. I don't have to ask for days off or any of that, you know. So for me, when somebody is accusing me of all that fake life, influencing, not being a real job thing, I'm like, well, at least I don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning every day. You know,
Exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
I have to wake up at 6 in the morning. So yeah, that's normally what I say to people. Like, well, I don't have a boss calling me every 2 minutes telling me about this and that. I get to do things at my own pace, so I
Exactly.
have
That's
very
that's
beautiful life
that is
problems.
true freedom. That is
Yes,
true freedom.
exactly. I'm free to be who I wanna be.
You are free.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
So, how do you
Mhm.
think we as people who work in this industry can change people's view on influencing? How can we like bring awareness to this situation?
Bringing awareness. That's also a really tough one because it's really difficult to try to convince someone of something they have 100% committed themselves to misunderstanding. So, I think for us going forward, instead of trying so hard to convince people that this is a real job. We work with people who actually appreciate it being a real job, change people's lives within the community, do what needs to be done for people, and not really worry about what anybody else thinks. Because once our focus shifts and we are more worried about convincing people, that's when things kind of start getting really inauthentic, because you're
Yeah.
trying so hard to show people that this is a real job. So I'm going to do this to show you that this is a real job. You see, it's a real job. So
Yeah.
you kind of lose focus of what's really important. And the important thing really is to solve problems, give people solutions to the issues that they have, depending on whatever issues they have, and doing it honestly as well. You don't want to misrepresent yourself just to sell a product or whatever. So I think that's what I would say. People who don't believe, that's really, it sounds like
Yeah.
their problem, you know. So
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
would rather
No, I
spend
love,
more time. Yeah.
yeah. I love how you put that. It's like just let your work like show people that it's a real job
Yes.
when the time is right. Because there's no point in forcing it. If you have to validate it, then maybe it's not a real job, you know? If you don't have to
Exactly.
validate it, then let people see that for themselves. I absolutely love how you put that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because
That's
there's no
amazing.
doctor saying, you see, I'm a real doctor. I promise. I'm a real doctor. People just see him going to a hospital in a white
Exactly.
coat. You know, that's so
Exactly.
myself sitting in front of my camera recording. That's it. I'm doing my job. If you don't think it's a real job, that's your problem. You can go
That's
sit
your
in your office
problem.
for 8
That's your
hours.
problem. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, girl, I've got one more question for you, and then I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna start editing this because this needs to get out there like ASAP. You've been absolutely amazing.
I'm
But
so
what
excited. Yeah.
what is your ultimate goal as an influencer?
Oh my days. Okay. As of right now, my ultimate goal is to one day own my own hair care line, because this is very personal to me, the whole hair thing. So I'm not just on social media to like get famous, or I want to get like 100,000 followers. I feel like I've done enough with my 2,000 followers. I've done a lot, actually. And it's not really about the numbers anymore, but it's about providing solutions. I think I've said this like a million
Yeah.
times already. So, the ultimate goal for me is to have my own hair care line, and maybe have some skincare products as well. That would be really amazing. So I'm actually working towards that. It's a long term goal, like very long. It's probably not gonna be next year or the year after, but probably in the next 5 years. That should be
Yeah.
something.
And I
Yeah.
mean, you've already started working on it in a way because like once this hair care line is already out there, you'll already have an audience who is ready to buy it from you. So you know that it's going to be a success.
Right? I really hope so. Crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. Yes.
No, I'm so excited for this. I'm so
Thank
excited for
you.
you and for the future that
Thank
you're building yourself. Really, I am.
you
You're such
so
an inspiring young woman, and I'm really excited to follow the journey along with
You're
you.
gonna make me cry. Stop. thank,
No,
thank
girl,
you so much.
you're doing so well. You're like just listening to you has just made my whole day, and I'm so grateful for what you're doing for other women,
Oh,
and you're really paving the
I
way as well.
appreciate.
So
Ah, I have like the ugliest crying face, so I'm gonna try not to cry. It's so ugly, you don't wanna see it. I don't need a Halloween costume, no, I just need to cry. Yeah. So thank you so much.
amazing.
And I've got a bomb to drop. It's a very big bomb. It's
Drop
very
it.
big, and oh my gosh, it's actually making me feel like crying just thinking about it. But so I'm getting married in January, and uh that's not the big bomb, by the way. We're getting to the big bomb. I'm getting married in January, and oh my gosh. And
Cool.
I'm leaving South Africa for good after getting married. Yes. Um I'm gonna be moving to I'm gonna be moving to the UK with my husband. So I'm really trying not to cry.
Girl,
So that's been really like, because I'm thinking I'm gonna have to start afresh, basically, like I'm starting afresh basically after January. So
girl,
you're one of the first people to know.
girl.
Yay, congrats.
I'm on girl, I'm so excited for you. I can't this is going to open so many doors for you. Really it is. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for sharing this with us. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. If anybody deserves it, it's you. And this
Thank you.
just think of all of the brands overseas that you're going to work with that you wouldn't be able to necessarily work with here in South Africa. Girl, you're paving the way. That you're that girl that people are going to look up to.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I've been keeping that secret for like 100 years. So yeah, it's
Well,
out.
now everybody's going to know. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited with this. Thank you for letting us
Thank
know
you.
and like for choosing this podcast to like tell everybody that because that is something that's really personal and that means that you
Yes,
feel safe here and that's all that matters to me.
absolutely. I do. Oh my gosh. All right.
Congratulations with the wedding as well. That's so
Thank you.
exciting.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Thank you so, so much. I had so much fun talking to you. Oh my gosh. Wow.
And I had so much fun talking to you. We'll
This
definitely
was
do
so much
another
fun.
one of these once you're in the UK, hey?
Yeah, that
Just
would
to
be
catch up on like
amazing.
what's going on.
Right? I would love that. I
No.
absolutely would love that. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Whew. Okay, now my makeup is
Thank you.
ruined.
Yo, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much.
much for being on here with me today and for taking the time out of your day to share your experience and your journey. And I'm so excited for the future for you.
Oh,
Really,
thank
I
you
am.
so much. Thank you so much. I really had a blast too. I really enjoyed myself and I can't wait. I can't wait to see how the journey progresses from here, where we go from here. But I'm really excited for the future. I'm really excited.
Okay. Thank you so
Yes.
much once again. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.